Congratulations! We are so proud of you all. We know it hasn't always been easy, and it's a real testament to your resilience that you've made it this far.
Remember to be kind to yourselves and to each other. Be happy, do great things, but most importantly, enjoy this moment. You smashed it! Woo!
Congratulations! The heartiest congratulations from International Office.
It only felt like yesterday that we were welcoming you to campus.
And we hope you enjoy your course with us.
Whether you continue your studies in the UK or return home, we wish you all the best.
Good luck.
Congratulations, everyone. What an amazing few years it has been.
We are so proud of everything you have achieved,
and we can't wait to see what you'll do next.
My name is Rob, and I'm an employability and entrepreneurship advisor.
My name is Fran, and I'm the alumni officer.
I'm Jackie, and I'm an employability advisor, and we are the business and employability team.
You'll have seen us for various sessions and support over your time here.
This is a little reminder that even though graduation can feel like the end of an era,
you are very much still part of the university.
As a graduate, and now alumni,
you will have access to careers and employability support and advice.
Forever. For free.
Don't be a stranger.
Stay in touch.
Now go out there and celebrate.
Single clap to the graduating class of 2025. 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, can't believe 3 years has passed already. You've been such an amazing year group. Thank you for all the great times and always being brilliant. From everyone at the 3D workshop, we want to wish you all the best for the future and hopefully see you soon.
Congratulations!
Congratulations! Well done, all the Master of Arts students graduating today. Congratulations!
Best
of luck, everyone, with
your future.
Yay!
Animation and visual effects artists, congratulations on your graduation.
We're so proud of everything you've achieved this year.
And we can't wait to see what you do in the future.
3, 2, 1.
Attack!
Congratulations, well done, you made it. All that hard work you put in has got you here, and you deserve your place here. So give yourself a round of applause, or pat yourself on the back, or tap yourself on the head, pat the person next to you. Well done, whatever it is you do. Remember all that work that you've put in to get here. And now the next thing is to take that and go off into the industry, or wherever it is that you go, and make some real change. We believe in you. We're really proud of you and all the work that you've done, and you should be proud of yourself. So well done, and good luck for the future. Never give up.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, you can take a seat. We'll do the good morning again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Excellent. Distinguished guests and graduating students, it's great to be back at Carrow Road to celebrate graduation. As Vice-Chancellor, I have the pleasure of welcoming you all to our graduation celebrations for 2025. After more than 30 years of teaching in universities, I remain hugely impressed and inspired by the hard work, commitment, the obstacles overcome each and every year by graduating students. Most of you are the students who joined the university in 2022, only a year after lockdown. Still hungry to return to real life, return to studios, to workshops, to friendships, and to community, to working alongside one another, and to making beautiful and ambitious work. And this hunger shows in the work that you have produced this year. So, I first want to recognize and celebrate your creativity, tenacity, flexibility, resilience, and beautiful commitment to creativity, and to thank you for trusting us, your university, with this most important and precious journey. For students and for staff, for the university as a whole, it's really been a remarkable year, culminating in GradFest 25 and our London shows and so many awards and prizes. Rather than list all the award winners, because there are way too many, I want to say something about the sense of hope at the core of each creative act. From a new mark on a piece of paper to writing an original piece of code, there is a commitment to making something new and to making a difference. A vital and hopeful commitment to producing something unique in the world that makes it clear that the piece of paper or the program does not remain the same, and so the world does not remain the same, should not remain as we found it. It makes it clear that we have agency, that we can make change, and in making that change, however small, we can bring about another form of understanding, another form of making, another way of living our lives, our individual and our collective lives. The work that you have produced, all of the awards and the prizes, make it so clear that anything and everything is possible now and into the future. And that world-changing work is produced by our students here in Norwich and by our graduates each and every day. I've worked in a few universities, but Norwich is the best of them. This is not just a personal view. We have plenty of objective evidence, including our triple gold recognition from the government for teaching excellence, the only creative arts specialist to be recognised at this highest level, and also our recent 24 places jump in the Complete University Guide. But I don't need awards to tell me how good you are. I get to see your incredible work. Your work, your portfolios and performances represent more than your individual creative achievement. They also represent this time and your experience of the past 3 years. They are unique and marked by the ways you have made sense of these strange, always demanding, and sometimes disturbing times, and how you have worked out how to maintain and develop your critical creativity in the most challenging personal and indeed global circumstances. Your work fills me with hope for the future, and I trust it does the same for you, for all of you. Today, for many of you, that hope might be focused on finding a job, but it is also focused on finding new and different ways of living your lives and changing our world. Because this is what we are celebrating here today, the power of creativity to make the world a better place, now and into the future. Art, design, performing arts, and creative practices are all about the ways in which we entertain one another, tell our stories, and find pleasure in our lives. But they are also about identifying and addressing the challenges of our times, the local day-to-day challenges, the social and political challenges, and indeed the global challenges. Creative practice is essential for the ways in which it both reflects on our lives and worlds and gives form and voice to new possibilities, enabling us to imagine, design, present, and perform a better world. Your originality and resilience are needed now more than ever, and Norwich graduates bring their critical creativity to all sectors, and a broad range of organisations and industries look to creative arts graduates with their commitment to new perspectives because you look at the world differently. You see solutions to problems that others struggle to find and draw inspired connections between apparently unrelated ideas, experiences, and people. So, in an era of growing automation, when artificial intelligence will do more than ever, and maybe more than it should, I trust that an absolutely human form of creativity and ingenuity matters more. You and your university have been very busy over the past year. And I want to mention just two important projects that speak to our ambition for the future. At Havers Road, in the Mile Cross area of Norwich, we have established our Immersive Visualization and Simulation Lab, a huge cylindrical screen and motion capture research resource exploring how new forms of storytelling and immersive experience can change how we understand the world and affect environmental, social, and political change. How, for example, we can feel agency in the face of the climate crisis and prepare for the consequences of rising sea levels and coastal erosion. In September, alongside this facility, we add our new virtual production studio, where moving image students will use the latest Sony technology and have unbounded possibilities in terms of film locations, and also commit to more sustainable forms of production. Confidently, this is the best teaching-focused virtual production studio in a university, and I thank the technical staff who have made it happen and will next year bring it to life. And only yesterday, we launched phase 2 of our ambitious estates development project at Bank Plain. 2 years ago, we moved into the 37,000 square foot former bank and turned a huge former banking hall into a creative project studio, in which each of our courses have delivered incredibly ambitious projects. Quite simply, the biggest and best project studio I have ever seen. As we launch the second phase of Bank Plain, it becomes the new centre of the university, its beating heart, a new home for our Students' Union, for student support, a new canteen and social space, and a climbing wall. It's a massively ambitious project, and phase 3 is now underway, and it represents the same scale of hope and ambition that founded this institution in 1845, and the opening of our first purpose-built building in 1899, St. George's on the banks of the Wensum River. So, to graduate from Norwich University of the Arts is to graduate from a university where we have been recognizing the transformative importance of critical creativity for 180 years. To graduate here today shows that you have developed and pursued your own creative journey. A degree from Norwich is not a certificate, but a lifelong map for a beautiful journey. And as I look around the stadium today, as I look at our graduating students, I just know you are ready to use that map. As you walk across the stage today to begin the next phase of your life, to imagine and write new stories, you're not leaving the university, but joining our worldwide community. And we want to support you, hope to hear from you, and look forward to seeing your successes in future years, as we have with previous graduates. For each of your personal achievements, there have been fellow students, family, and friends encouraging and supporting you along the way. And there have been my colleagues in the university, all of them, tutors, technicians, librarians, counsellors, caretakers, cleaners, support, registry, and administrative staff, everyone. It truly has taken a village for us all to be here today. And all of us love graduation. We love to see your success and witness your day for celebrating and recognizing what you have achieved and the support you have received. It's a celebration, and you're allowed to make some noise. We're in the open air, and whilst we like you to clap, we don't want you to do it politely. We want to hear the cheers and the whoops and the whistles, but we also need to hear the names and recognize the achievement of each graduating student. You'll get into the rhythm when we get to that part of the proceedings. It is now my huge privilege to introduce, hot from editing The $1 Billion Spy and directing Russell Crowe, the university's Chancellor, Amma Asante.
Good morning, Vice-Chancellor, staff of Norwich University of Arts, friends and supporters, and of course, class of 2025. I am delighted to join you for this very special day when we honour your incredible achievements and look forward to the limitless possibilities that lie ahead for you. Each of you has brought your own unique vision and your voice to the work that you have put in, and today we celebrate the culmination of that hard work and dedication. From animation to games, you have nurtured skills in each of your fields, and in doing so you've pushed boundaries and explored new realms of possibilities, finding new ways to challenge conventions. You have shown that art is not just a discipline, but a way of seeing the world with the ultimate possibility to transform it. And you have done so supported by the safety and encouragement of the wonderful staff and lecturers here. No matter what challenges may have tested you on this journey, you have shown resilience and adaptability. You've persevered and you've built on ways in which you create, collaborate, and communicate. And now, as you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, hold on to the creativity, the resilience, and the courage that you have harnessed during your time here. Make it your partner as you step out into the unknown. Something that I've thought a lot about lately is the lead up to directing my first feature film 20 years ago and writing the screenplay. It was a time when I felt deeply vulnerable, when the world seemed uncertain and at times divided. But I discovered eventually that this vulnerability, well, it wasn't a weakness. It was instead a source of profound strength. It opened me up to empathy, allowing me to connect more deeply with others and eventually to audiences through my work. And in challenging times, your art has the power to break down walls, to awaken uncomfortable or difficult truths where silence once lingered, and to illuminate the shadows that call for courage and change, reminding us all that our shared humanity in what can be a fragmented world is important. Art can be the bridge that sparks empathy, sparks dialogue, and sometimes even inspires hope. Your art is your voice. It's perhaps your most powerful tool, and that's because it has the power to resonate across time and space, touching lives in ways you may never fully know. I'm excited to see how yours will continue to make its way into the world. I know how much we need it, how much we need you. I want to thank our esteemed faculty and staff whose dedication and guidance has been instrumental in your success in your time here. And as we celebrate your achievements today, I also want to take this opportunity to thank our Vice-Chancellor for his years of visionary leadership. As we mark his final graduation ceremony here, his steadfast support for the arts has enriched our university in lasting and meaningful ways. Thank you for your dedicated service to the university and the students, Vice-Chancellor. To the class of 2025, you carry with you not just skills, but the extraordinary responsibility and privilege of sparking conversations that matter, challenging what is, and imagining what could be. In every story you shape, whether with paint, fabric, pixels, or through the sheer power of words, you bring ideas to life that will go on to define our times. May your creativity always find its way forward, and may you experience profound fulfillment and enduring impact as you go forth and you now shape the world. Thank you.
We are now moving to the awarding of degrees, with our course representatives presenting the graduands for their awards. Now, we will be recognising your transition from graduand to graduate by the ancient practice of doffing caps. This is your last lesson from the university, how to be a medieval courtier. I'm just going to give you some advice. Hopefully this mic is now working. Cool. Okay, you'll come up to the lectern, you'll hand your card, and then you will walk slowly to this pink mark. See the pink mark? Got the pink mark? And then you will doff caps to the Chancellor, and then you'll walk off. So stop, doff, walk off. You got it? Slow, stop, doff, walk off. Cool. Awards will be conferred by the Chancellor.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Robert Nicol. I'm the subject leader for MA in Communication Design and lecturer in Illustration. I'm presenting the awards for Masters of Arts in Communication Design. Louis Rory McKay Cohen. Danielle Ingwa Midgley. Julie Vu Quintien Dang. Martina Namilembe Kutumba. Emma Turner. Oliver James Clemens. Jo Teresa Harvey. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Rota Su. I'm subject leader for MA in Film and lecture in Film and Movie Image Production. I'm presenting the awards for the Master of the Arts in Film. Adrian Shooter. Olivia Charlotte Dutmanton. Mohit Kumar Rotti. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Richard Thornton-Smith, Professor of Fine Art and Director of Fine Art and Photography. I'm presenting the awards for the Master of Arts in Fine Art. Kimberlina Swaspak. Joe Tomasina. Jane Cochrane. Carl Nicholas Durbin. Imogen Downs. Maisie Aurora McCoy. Emily Bradford. Emma May Bidwell. Kimberly Lauren Gaskin. Tessa Winifred Trigg. The following graduates are also celebrating their awards today in absentia. Hannah Ray.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Dean Bowman. I'm subject leader for the sorry, thank you. I'm subject leader for the MA in Games, and I'm senior lecturer in Games, and I'm presenting the award for Masters of Arts in Games. So, yeah. Erin Tugwell. Emery Kulak. Helena Georgina Miriam Marnick. Sam Derek Soon Thonsano. Alex Lipscombe. The following graduates are also celebrating their awards today. Oliver Goodenough. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Mark Wilshire, Educational Development Coordinator, and I'm here presenting the awards for the Postgraduate Certificate in Higher Education, Learning and Teaching, Arts, Design, Architecture and Media. Thank you. That's a teaching qualification that some of our staff study for. Jason Wiggin. Andrew Judd. Anjana Rajapaksha. Dan Kelby. William Haling Chen. Johnny Bayfield. Eleanor Sorrell. Thank you. Oh, one more. Okay. Emily Rose Wilson. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Helen Piercy, lecturer in animation, and I'm presenting the Bachelor of Arts degrees and awards in animation. Delapo Elizabeth Ayinde Williams. Dana Elena Gigiano. Shashu Wilson. Eva Bagley. Jackson Coker. Aidan Bolton. Perry Jesse. Tayu Lin. Sydney Marshall. Lydia Phillips. Leon Kirk. May Garwood. Jordan Carroll. Adam Polter. Alexander Shingles. Orna O'Callaghan. Tristan Cardo Mape. Annabelle Bird. Victor Mazaz Zubik. Luke Danny John Shears. Luna Baldwin. Jade Holland. Lily Freya Sophie Kelman. Jack Blackburn. Ella Barker Sturgis. Morgan Wright. Harvey Middleton Baldry. Byron Simpson Greenfield. Jack Myhill. Ayodeji Ayinde. Tay James. Jerini Josefina Campos Tortosa Ciliano. Weng Yu Chang. Angelina Nolasco da Silva. Ren Gilman. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Robin Fuller, Senior Lecturer in Animation and Visual Effects. I'm presenting the Bachelor of Arts degrees and awards in Animation and Visual Effects, including the Diploma in Creative Computing. George Hampson. Tiana Collingwood. Amber Pashley. Shana Hazel. Kaylee Betts. Harrison Rowe. Ruby Snell. Aidan Peter Redmond Elliott. Morgan Rose Perry. Daniel Copeman. Kia Tessa Ulrika Vekström. Jerlyn Jude Jimenez Kilakil. Kushal Pinakin Modi. Loris Hoaz. Philip Mavroudis. Diego Lamatina. Raghav Ghosh Business. The following graduates are also celebrating their awards today. Josh Shaw.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jake Montanarini. I'm the course leader for Games. Thanks. But it's about you, it's not about me. And I'm going to be first presenting the Bachelor of Arts degree and awards in Games, Art and Design, including the diplomas in Creative Computing and Creative Professional Development. Jamie Tiddyman. Stanley Walter Amphlett. Jasmine Isaac. Elijah Drewlett. Jude Maddock Youngs. Edward Glenn Knight. Benedict Phillips. Estebalas Bolland. Cleo Malt. Martina de Michel. Nicola Suklina, Luna. Sherelle Coty. Leo Stewart Jones. Alex Goodall. Corey Ellis Alabdi. Grace Rebecca Hardingham. Ashley Holmes. Daniel Sims. Leah Surin Al-Joffrey. Ethan Dwayne Henderson. Aston Dunthorne. Kurt Hester. Hello. Jazz Daniela Tan Shuit Lee. Ryan James Winter. Odysseus Frank. I, Louis. Flora Henderson. Ellie Madison. Nicholas Morgan. Jack Atlas Gamble. Ro, Catalina, and Sarah. Leon Chambers Neville. Lena Beth Loveday. Ferenc Patrick Mudry. Oh, okay. Oliver Balfour, sorry, I will start that again. Oliver Balfour Lambert. Jasmine Bush. Boglake Tomasz. Oscar Frederick Venning. Harmony Latinwu. Nathan Akhtar. Alex Carnegie. Ollie Wojciech. Charlie Turner. George Finbar Williams. Alessia Bowman. Bernice Chan Go. Stuart Kuet Yin Lam Ping Fong. Ming Yu Wang. Justin Shunryu Cohen. Jack Keane. Oh, you've written it out for me, thank you. Katrina Yokobenaite. Caitlin Cragg. Nico Max Pavlicek. Joel Sheldon Morris. Harry Doe. Samuel James Fairhead. Nye Leon Pascal King. Liam Watson. Jasmine Starr. Harrison Kent. Eve Hudson. Curtis Keeling. Eva Grace Papiliopoulos. Liliana Veronica Asmi Golacci. Amy Maya Harriet Mason. Birgitta Christine Rund. Anna McCutcheon. Joshua Thomas Hawes. Harrison Turner. Chen Xinjia. Thomas Hall. Zoe Cheng. Kylie Strong. Jack Ackers. Olivia Gensch. Serenity White. Amy Hutchinson. Luciana Morin Ferreira. Hayden Joseph Smith. Harvey Southern. Tamsin Kyla Bibby Webb. Grayson Martin. Lara Patricia Doggett. Jiraj Reve. Raphael Skinner. George Harvey. Catherine Alandra Yegorian. Shrey Bansell. Sam Michael Andrew Goodwin. Emily Milner Oxley. Sophie Grace Ross. Rachel Swain. Erin Curtis. Ben Fullerlove. Cody James William McRae. Charlie O'Shea. Are you ready? Yeah. Big moment, yeah. Harvey Baxter. Anya Eames. Ellie Mae Chaplin. Sabrina K. Solari Tornes. Catherine Barrett. Abigail Ballard. Daniel Mills. Samuel Lee Thomas Bennett. Rylan Megan Ferguson. Kieran Murray. Isaiah Manasseh. I'm going to start that again, sorry. Isaiah Manasseh Owusu Jala Jamboria. Louis Maxt. Brian Gozima Okafor Ogu. Jack Kelly. Alice Carley. Hayden Ward. Zach Tidy. Oliver Davies. Millie Rye. Talia Xenia Fagan. Jake Thomas Bacon. Karshing Davey. Emily Ann Victoria Ash. Julia Dobiish. Yes. Daria Tencha. Rory Lawson. Harry Jordison. Ramsey Yala. Freddie Abson. Elizabeth Lee. Victoria Claudia Izidorchik. Daniel Kent. The following graduates for BA Games Art and Design are also celebrating their awards today in absentia. Caitlin Neville, Elizabeth Everson, and Zachary Louis. You're with me for a tiny bit longer, apologies. We now move to the Bachelor of Science degrees and awards in Games Development. Harry Howes. Josephine Amenya. Cool, William Dormer Phillips. Liam Parker. Liam Fowler. Thomas Anderson. Joshua Dawes. Maximilian Edward Lloyd. Robert Grimwade. Andrew Christian Delamo. James Howard. George Baker. Robin Knight. Ryan Weeks. Ryan Weeson. Joe Rudling. Joshua Pothecary. Lloyd John Robert Mills. The following graduates are also celebrating their awards today from BSc Games Development: Meave Everett and Felix Dixon. That concludes the presentation of awards. Thank you.
By the power vested in the university by the Privy Council, I confirm these students have met the rules and requirements for awards of Norwich University of the Arts. To our graduates, as we can now officially call you, we are so incredibly proud of you. Please can I ask everyone to applaud and cheer your success. Amazing. Well done, everybody. I'd like to invite Tom Haley, lecturer in Games Design and Development, to give the oration for the award of an honorary professorship to Del Walker.
Good morning. Ugh, I need a second. My mouth hurts from smiling so much. I think. So, Del Walker is a 3D character artist whose work evidences the craft at a global level. If we listed the names of all the characters that Del has created or overseen the design of, we'd have another graduation ceremony on our hands. Maybe we've had enough of that for one day. Suffice to say, he's an industry powerhouse whose practice continues to shape the visual language of some of the biggest, most impactful games in the medium. Del was born and raised in South London by working-class Caribbean immigrant parents. And as an only child, he was the first in his family to attend university and began his creative journey studying graphic design at Kingston College. Whilst earning his bachelor's degree in game art from De Montfort University in Leicester, Del threw himself into the practice of designing and rendering characters in 3D, despite, by his own admission, not knowing what a polygon was when he started, and not realizing before university that 3D art for games was something he could learn. It wasn't until a visiting lecturer, who was a character artist from the original Tony Hawk games, said that Del had a promising amount of ability, that his self-doubt gave way to ambition. Because of that experience, Del now makes dozens of free visits to university games art programs each year, both in the UK and in his home in California, sharing his skills and his story with others who might have doubts of their own, as he once did, his goal to be the voice of encouragement he once needed at a pivotal moment. There's a requirement to lean on the past tense a lot when offering an oration like this. We list the many great achievements of our nominees as rightful evidence of their suitability to be offered this honor. It is therefore only necessary and appropriate that I tell you about how Del was lead artist on Halo Wars 2, how he created characters for Rocksteady's Suicide Squad and the Batman Arkham series. Del has overseen character development on massive titles like Respawn Studios' Apex Legends, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah. Well done on that one, Naughty Dog. Well done, Del. We're still going. Dropping these names alone should give you an idea of the level of work that Del produces. If you look up his website now, you can see for yourself. Go ahead, don't be shy. But the thing is, he's still going. Del remains an active part of the games industry as lead character artist at Absurd Ventures, a new game studio in California started by the co-founder of Rockstar Games. He's still creating and continues to advance his craft whilst bringing his critical eye to projects that reach millions. Del has also been inducted into both the BAFTA Games Committee and the BAFTA Learning and Inclusion Committee, allowing him to oversee the judging of the annual BAFTA Awards and support the next generation of British talent. There's an exciting sense about Del that despite his many achievements to date, even further heights await in his career and his artistry. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you for the award of Professorship Honoris Causa of Norwich University of the Arts, Del Walker. I now invite the Honorary Professor to offer a response.
Thanks for that, Tom. Making me sound a lot cooler than I actually am. I live in the US now, so it's been quite healing to hear people speak English correctly. I tell people all the time, like, moving to the US in the 2020s, it's a little bit like going to a house party right when the police arrive. But thank you, Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, for having me, and congratulations, class of 2025. So Monday, the 19th of July, 2010, almost exactly 15 years ago, was my graduation. I was metaphorically sat where many of you are right now. I'd done my 3-year stretch. England had just crashed out of the World Cup. A new app called Instagram had just launched. Greg's just added porridge to their menu, which is a big deal. And the TV would not stop threatening to show more Jedward. Despite distractions, I felt ready to enter the games industry, but rather than highlight its successes, I want to outline the mistakes and course corrections I made. Because learning doesn't really stop once you graduate, and success is rarely a straight line. I was the smart but doesn't apply himself kid. I was always distracted, I was always drawing. And for my GCSEs, I got 1 B in English, and the rest were all D's and F's. But the B was inevitable, because my dad, sitting over there, he unknowingly gave me 2 vocabulary tutors. Dr. Octopus and Magneto. 7 years of him buying me comics gave me a substantial vocabulary no classroom could compete with. I failed a lot. I achieved nothing in sixth form and got kicked off an IT college course for not turning in assignments. The teacher said I should probably be an actor or an artist because I definitely wasn't an academic. If anyone's taking photos right now, I'd love to send her an update. It's worth mentioning, I didn't have learning issues, I didn't suffer from dyslexia, and I didn't have anxiety. I was just really lazy. Eventually, Kingston College let me into their graphic design course, which is where things kind of clicked for me. I learned shape, balance, contrast, hierarchy, and composition, all stuff that I still use today. I wasn't naturally talented, but I finally started applying myself. And when I did, I improved. And that was my first lesson, that talent is overrated. It's never where you start, it's where you're headed. Getting back into art made me curious about entertainment, behind-the-scenes DVDs for Star Wars, The Matrix, and the Final Fantasy games made me fall in love with 2D concept art. So I enrolled at De Montfort University, hoping to chase that dream. But my lecturers pushed me towards 3D art. And at first, I saw that as a detour. Which brings me to my second lesson. What feels like a detour might often just be your golden path. You don't always find your road until you're already walking. I hated 3D at first. It felt dry, uninspiring, and I was bad at it. But I could see the artistry in there. I just didn't feel it yet. Then someone shared a parable with me that some of you might know, and the story goes, a ceramics teacher split his class in 2. One group graded on making one perfect pottery piece, and the other group was graded only on how much clay they use in weight. In the end, the quantity group unanimously made better work, because repetition trumps perfection. That was my third lesson. That sometimes quantity becomes quality. The story, that story, plus some advice from a guest lecturer, kind of radicalized me. I unplugged the internet. I vowed to do every assignment 3 times. Even the ones I hated. If I had to model a car or a tree, I made 3. In 1 year, I went from one of the weakest students to maybe the best. And not because I was special or gifted, it was just tenacity. But being tenacious is difficult when you're unmotivated. I know I was very similar to a lot of you, and maybe some of you might feel unmotivated sometimes. But that brings me to my 4th lesson. Looking for motivation is often a trap. You might think you need to feel ready before you can begin something or start something fresh. But the truth is, energy doesn't just show up. You have to create it. You generate it through action. And discipline is what I learned to trust instead. It shows up even when you don't feel like it. And if you can't get discipline, just try spite. Doing things to prove other people wrong is also a great second option. But here's where I screwed up. Once I found discipline, I became very arrogant. I stopped listening to my peers or my mentors. I assumed they had nothing to teach me. I know there's some smart kid over there who's thinking exactly how I was. My grandma would say, wisdom was chasing me, but I was too fast. Good discipline isn't doing it all your way. It's showing up with curiosity and openness. By my third year, I ignored the curriculum entirely. I focused only on my portfolio. I was a bad student. I got the worst grade in the class. I was 1 decimal away from failing and not getting a degree. But 2 weeks before graduation, a studio called Blitz Games hired me. And that's when it hit me. Who needs grades when you got audacity? Or so I thought. The biggest lesson for me then was that pride is really poison. My ego did not last. My first job was modeling SpongeBob for a game, with Nickelodeon execs constantly changing their minds about which season spots or proportions they wanted. Then at Sega, I was working on Sonic. Non-stop emails from Sega Japan asking if I had made his shoes too big. And then I learned that Sonic's not even popular in Japan. They don't even know why Westerners like it. They don't get it. It's all guesswork. I spent 4 years creating characters for the Suicide Squad game, and even put my main character in the center of the cover art and across billboards all across the city, only for critics to turn around and pan the game. Then I spent 2 years on The Last of Us Online, sitting beside the artist who made Joel and Abby, only for the game to be cancelled and all my work to be shelved. In each project, I learned the same lesson over and over. Pride might get you in the door, but humility is what keeps you sane. Today might be the end of your formal education, but I promise you, the education is not going to end here. If you keep learning and improving, things will get better, eventually. Probably. Maybe. I've had weird career milestones. I got inducted into BAFTA, then elected by my peers into the committee to run the judging panels. I've been flown to Vancouver and Shanghai as a PlayStation representative. I've been in meetings with Lucasfilm directors where I accidentally said that I found all Star Wars characters emotionally unstable. I earned a US 01 visa. That's the one where they ask you to list your Nobel Prizes and Academy Awards right after you put your name. Homeland Security literally lists me as an extraordinary alien, which is just fancy talk for refile in 3 years or we're going to deport you. But all of this stuff is just fluff. I'm still figuring things out. I'm still the kid who puts too much vinegar on his fish and chips. I still listen to Craig David on the way to work. Except I just live in Santa Monica now, and The Last of Us Part 2 has my name in the credits. Every door that's open to me came when I stopped waiting and I chose myself. So if there's a message today, it's this. Please dream bigger. The creative arts don't care how old you are. You're not trying to get drafted into the NBA or into the Premiership. And so if your work is good, people won't really care where you're from or how old you are or what your gender is. I kept pushing art, and today, Norwich University decided I deserve to be added to the something like 2% of black professors in the UK. Thank you. I'm proof that you don't really need a head start. So thank you all for acknowledging me today, but take time to acknowledge what you're capable of too. Because while I'm grateful for this moment, I'm also excited to see the paths that you all find for yourselves. And when you make it big, just know I'll be in your next fixed biopic, claiming that this speech was your origin story. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. I'd now like to invite Daniel Dwyer, Students' Union President of Education and Representation, to give the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduates.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. I could stand here and talk to you about your past, how some of you have turned your breakdowns into breakthroughs, how some of you have turned your weaknesses into willingfulness, and how some of you are still trying to figure it all out. But I want us to turn our attention to something quite current. And don't take offense to this. The world doesn't need more graduates. It needs more gradient. Let me explain. A graduate is a title. A gradient is a process, a shift, a spectrum, a transformation. Graduates can tick boxes, but gradients bend rules, blur lines, and build bridges. A graduate is someone who you are today. But a gradient is who you were before you came here, during your time here, and what you will become. And if we're being honest, the becoming part, that's messy. It looks like crying in the studio at 8:55 p.m. because your laptop crashed and you didn't hit save. It looks like emailing your tutor, sorry, I didn't submit the work, I'm going through a crisis. And by crisis, you meant you hadn't slept in 3 days, you ran out of printer credit, and your flatmate hasn't washed their dishes in over a week. Yeah, I've been there too. But let's be real. This journey wasn't aesthetic. It was patchy accommodation Wi-Fi. On behalf of us, we're very sorry for that. Deadline panic, stretched student loans, and the silent, what am I even doing here moments. But it was also shared snacks during crits, random deep chats during your lectures, and the one classmate who was always in the studio even when no one asked them to be. And if you're wondering who that person was, it was you. This experience didn't just produce polished portfolios. It produced people who have lived things, people who know how to bounce back from burnout, people who learned to advocate for themselves, to ask help, to set boundaries, and to keep going, even if it meant dragging themselves across the finish line. And that makes you more than a graduate, but a gradient of who you will become. The world doesn't need more framed certificates on walls. It needs people who can adapt, who have complexity, color, culture, and personality. The world needs people who aren't afraid to evolve, who aren't boxed in by titles or roles or rigid expectations, who can say, I don't know, but I'm still learning, who can go from student to struggler, from struggler to survivor, from survivor to leader. So no, this world doesn't need more graduates. It needs more gradients, people in motion, people in transition, people who are still becoming. Because becoming is braver than pretending you've already arrived. And so as you leave, and I know we're not all people of faith, but I'm praying that you don't shrink into fit into job titles. I'm praying that you don't fit to shrink into social boxes or what success is supposed to look like. That you realize the world isn't about fake it till you make it anymore, but about believing in your becoming. That you continue to shift, stretch, and transform and refuse to flatten yourself just to make others comfortable. And I won't say make us proud. Make yourself proud. God bless you all.
Amazing, Daniel. I want your speechwriter. That's you, isn't it? Graduates, one last task. I need you to, it says in the script, do the business, which means an opportunity for you to thank all the people who are here, friends and family who have supported you. So can I ask you to stand? Just checking. Yep, this mic's working. Turn and face your friends and family. And after a count of 3, show your appreciation in the usual way. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. That's not what I meant at all. We're going to do it again, and we're going to do it properly. Turn and face your friends and family. After a count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Amazing. You can turn, you can sit. Thank you very much. This concludes our ceremony this morning. Can I please ask you all to stand, if you are able, while the platform party processes from the stage.